Back in January, it was Grayson Murray who defeated Keegan Bradley and been on in a playoff to secure a win at the Sony Open in Hawaii. It was Murray's second career PGA Tour victory. Also in the Farmers Insurance Open, Matthieu Pavon, the Frenchman, 31-year-old PGA Tour rookie, shot a final round 69 to become the first Frenchman to win on the PGA Tour since World War II. Here are the 5 players who earned most combined FedEx Cup points from the Sony Open, American Express, Farmers Insurance Open, and WM Phoenix Open. There you see Pavon leading the way, Grayson Murray, Christian Mazena, whose second place finished, earned him a lot of FedEx Cup points and first place check. Nick Dunlap won the amateur. Charlie Hoffman crawls into the Aon Swing 5, and Kevin Wu will be playing Genesis as well. All these players are eligible to play at the Genesis Invitational, but I find it very interesting that Matthieu Pavon, who's not only number 1 in the Aon Swing 5, but also number 1 in the FedEx Cup standings, a rookie who won at Torrey Pines and played well at Pebble Beach as well, has opted not to play this week at the Genesis Invitational. I find that strange, and in that here's a guy, if his goal as a rookie was to come here and win on the PGA Tour, okay, he's done that, he's accomplished that. But now you've put yourself in a position to maybe win the FedEx Cup. And here's an event with just 70 players. You're going to get maximum FedEx Cup points. You're going to get maximum money, $4 million to the winner, and you're opting not to play. I find that dumbfounding.
Very rarely do you and I kind of go in divergent positions when it comes to things like these. Normally I can see where you're coming from, but when you brought this up this morning when we were talking about it in the meeting, I just don't have a problem with it. And here's why. If you look at what Pavon did last year, he played 28 events, mainly in Europe on the DP World Tour. It's not like he doesn't like to play. It's not as though he needs long breaks. In this particular case, he is qualified for the rest of the season's signature events. He's qualified for 2 of the 4 major championships going forward. He has a full schedule ahead of him, and he's already started the year with quite a few starts. And so I think long-term, I would counter and say that you're right. What if he doesn't? What if he misses out on East Lake by 5 points? However, what if he does make East Lake? And it's because he took this rest. I think the player knows his body best.
Well, I mean, yes, at the same time, did he know his body? Did he know his game when he signed up to play on the PGA Tour? Yeah, I mean, what are his goals? You want to play against the best and play for the maximum amount of FedEx Cup points and the maximum amount of money. And this is your opportunity. I'm just surprised that he's not taking advantage of this opportunity after a week off last week. Now, I will say this. You may be thinking, well, is there something going on in his life? And that's a fair question. And we actually reached out to the PGA Tour, and according to the PGA Tour, he decided to take some time off to reset after winning and then playing the Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
And I do think it's really, really important to point out that when you look at what a season looks like, we're going to see more and more of this. Because if it's not Pavon, it's someone who played their way on through the top 5 or the top 10 categories. Those players have probably spent a lot of time trying to get that, playing a lot of events. And so at some point, you're going to have to take a break. I think we're going to see this more than you think.
Yeah, we're probably going to see it in the summer as we go. The Memorial, U.S. Open, and Travelers, of course, the U.S. Open sandwiched between 2 signature events. Here's a look at the Aon Next 10. These were locked up in the FedEx Cup Fall. The standings here, and you see all these players who are eligible to play in the Genesis Invitational. Bo Hostler going all the way down. Ludwig Obera, who won the RSM Classic. Rex and I were there. Should be a fun week in SoCal, and these guys will be a part of the party.